Joe Arsenault with the front line with Joe and Joe. Once again, let's go into the breach. Maxime Bernier tells the people that Pierre Poilievre, i.e. the baby boss, is BSing you again. Play the clip.
I have like a couple of questions for you. Question number one is that what do you think about the million-person march, and will you be backing it or be a part of it?
I don't know yet enough about it. I understand that it's parents who are frustrated with government imposing contrary values on their children. My view is that parents should be the final authority on the values and the lessons that are taught to children. I believe in parental rights, and parental rights come before the government's rights.
I'm going to tell you something. 2 points. One, I know you like Pierre Poilievre. He's probably going to be the next PM of Canada. Don't put all your stock in a politician. That's point one. Point two, Maxime Bernier, while he'll probably never be the PM, is a good public advocate. He speaks truth to power, and he keeps people like Pierre Poilievre, if you ask me, on his toes. Don't discount his value in the political system in Canada. And lastly, in point three, I do not like the hedging that I just saw in this clip by Pierre Poilievre. Listen, parents who encourage their own children to mutilate their bodies, frankly, should have their head examined. They should have their head examined. 10 to 15 to 20 years ago, if a parent did that to a 15-year-old child, they would have been arrested. This is not a matter of choice, like, oh, I want you to go to private school as opposed to public school. No one, not even a parent, has the right to encourage and or support a 15-year-old to mutilate their body. Period. End of story. And that is what Pierre Poilievre should have said in this clip. No hedging, no politics. Speak truth to power, support the people, and stop catering to the lobbies. Ultimately, you're not going to vote yourself out of this, Canada. Canada needs three things: God, strong families, and then you'll have a strong nation. Those three things in that order. Maxime Bernier talks about how he left the Conservative Party, saying it's too morally and intellectually corrupt to be reformed. Very interesting. I have some comments on politicians, but Maxime Bernier, while I don't think he's going to have a lot of success, he is a good agent in the Canadian political system, whereby he will keep people accountable, and every government in every country needs that type of individual. Play the clip.
Plan now. What are you going to start a party, or are you going to be starting a think tank? Lots of rumors floating around. What's your plan to give those millions of Canadians a voice, as you put it?
Yeah, the plan is to be able, in the next future, to have a new party that will promote conservative values, that will fight for Canadians who want real change in this country. So, answering your question, I will have some discussion with people all across the country the next couple of weeks, and the goal is to have a new party that will represent them.
Couple comments. G7 nations, I'm speaking particularly about Canada and America, do not represent the people anymore. They simply don't. They're oligarchies. They have globalist agendas. And frankly, there's a great distance between the people who, quote unquote, serve those nations, i.e. America and Canada, and the people themselves. How do we fix it? Three things. Money has to be removed from government. Lobbying should not exist. Lobbying is where corporations buy influence, and frankly, their vote counts more than yours. There needs to be term limits. Unquestionably, you're there to serve. Get out after you're done. Let someone else go there. Career politicians are nothing more than parasites. And this one speaks particularly to America. The voting process needs to be reformed. Paper ballots, no mail-in ballots. There's no reason for them. You vote one day and then it's done. ID. A police officer, when the votes are counted, on site and it's videotaped. If you do those three things, the country returns back to the people. That's exactly why the establishment will never do those three things. They know it's not about the people, and it's about time. The regular Joe on the street knows it too.
Hey guys, stay up to date with all of our content at Locals. We post videos and updates not found on this platform. Thank you for your support.